Hello, good morning students. Today's our topic of maths is surface area of sphere and hemisphere. Actually, both are combined only, not two shape, but both are a part of one shape only. Hemi means half, so hemisphere means half sphere. Okay, if you cut the sphere means just like ball-like structure, whether it is a cricket ball, a football like this, volleyball. Okay, so that is a sphere. If suppose your sphere is rigid and if you cut it exactly in two parts, then that resulting part is called hemisphere. Now there is only one formula for area of sphere because there is no flat part, no plane part in a sphere. Okay, so whether you call curved surface area or total surface area, both are become equal here, and that is a 4 pi r square. Okay, so I have written here in number 1 surface area of sphere. I have not mentioned whether it is curved surface area or total surface area, but mostly it is called surface area. Okay, now half means CSA of hemisphere. So just divide it by 2. So 4 pi r square divided by 2. So you will get 2 pi r square. So that is the curved surface area of hemisphere. Now total surface area of hemisphere. Whenever you got hemisphere after cutting the sphere into two equal parts at that time, suppose it is a rigid ball. Okay, suppose I talk about cricket, then it is a season ball. There is a one flat part visible at the middle passing through the center. Okay, that is itself circle. Okay, so total surface area of hemisphere becomes 2 pi r square plus pi r square. Okay, 2 pi r square CSA plus something added here, that is a area of one circle. So it will become 3 pi r square. Okay, so remember this three formula, actually they are related to each other, but don't mix up them. 2, 3 and 4 pi r square are there, but where it is applied, that you have to know. Now, okay, so that is point is very simple. Nothing is so difficult. Now parameter required is radius only. No height, no slant height like this. Only radius is given, then it is enough. Sometimes they give us diameter, but you know how to find radius from diameter by dividing it 2. Okay, dividing it by 2. Now solve sums. Look here, exercise 13.4. Question number 1. Find the surface area of a sphere of radius 10.5. There are three sums given. Okay, very simple radius given. You just use formula of area of sphere 4 pi r square and just place value there. Okay, so here first sum is solved. Okay, so radius given 10.5. So now you can see r equal to 10.5. Okay, point is removed, so 105 by 10, so 21 by 2. As you know, we never use decimal form in a formula. Okay, so 21 by 2, we not converted it again into 10.5. Okay, don't go that round way. But that value should be in simplest form. Okay, so we used a is equal to 4 pi r square. All values are pressed, but instead of doing square of any value, just write it 2 times. Okay, that is our rule. As you know, from first lecture only, we insist on this thing. Which things? Value of any parameter is in simplest form, and instead of doing square of cube, we just write that particular value 2 times or 3 times. Okay, so now that is the beneficial for cutting. So you just see there, in denominator 2 2s are 4 and numerator 4, so that cancel, and 7 3s are 21, whatever left 22 3 21. Okay, so multiplication of all three number is 1386. Measurement of radius given in centimeter, so area becomes 1386 centimeter square or square centimeter. Okay, anyway you can write. Okay, so that is our answer, very simple. That is only net practice. How to use 4 pi r square formula. Now look at second question. Find the surface area of sphere of diameter. Instead of radius, here they give diameter. Okay, and that topic is of sphere only, but only one difference, instead of radius diameter given. So now look at 3 number, seconds 3 number. Okay, sub question number 3, diameter given 3.5. Okay, so first of all we have to find radius from diameter. So r equal to 3.5 by 2. Don't actually division, just remove point. So 35 divided by 20. So it becomes 5 sevens and 5 fours are 20. So 7 by 4 meter. Now that measurement given in meter. Okay, just like previous one, same formula is used. R square 7 by 4 written 2 times. Whatever cancel, that directly cancel. Whatever left, 22 by 7 divided by 4. Okay, now if you want to cut step by step, then you also write just like me. Look there, I just cancel at first step whatever directly cancel. Then in next step I again cancel something. 22 and 4 both are even numbers, so I cancel them by 2. Now whatever left, 77, 11 sevens are 77 divided by 2. Okay, final answer should be in a decimal form. I again remind you, whenever there is a 3, 7, 11 like this prime factor in denominator, at that time only you can give your answer in fraction form. Otherwise you have to give your answer in decimal form, final answer. Okay, so here in denominator 2 only. If there is a 2, 5 or 2 and 5 both, at that time decimal form is terminating, means it is not infinite number. Okay, so we can give easily here decimal form. Okay, so again I remind you, whenever in denominator contains 3, 7, 11 like factors, at that time no need to give your final answer in decimal form. Otherwise you have to give your final answer in decimal form. Okay, then even this is not hard and fast rule. Okay, so you can give your final answer any time, either by in simplest fraction, otherwise in decimal form, otherwise in mixed fraction. Now look at question number 4. Okay, before solution of question number 4, read that question. The radius of a spherical balloon increases from 7 cm to 14 cm as air is pumped into it. Okay, we pump air into the balloon. So its radius priorly was 7 cm, now becomes 14 cm. Find the ratio of surface areas of two balloons in the two cases. Two cases means smaller, bigger. Okay, so here they are not asking us individual surface area, they directly ask ratio of both areas. Okay, so no need to find individual full answer. You just, whenever ratio is asked, you just write in numerator denominator form. So most of things from formula will be cancelled out, only something is left, then only place value. Okay, so now no need to find area of the sphere when it is smaller, and again area of the sphere when it becomes bigger. Okay, instead of doing that we just find directly ratio. Okay, so I have written both radius here, two radius are there, so I written r1 and r2. Okay, r1 and r2 are just for differentiate both radius only, that is not for counting. 2 means nothing twice. Okay, not square. r1 and r2 means only two different symbols. Okay, some student use small r and capital R also, no problem. Okay, now a1 is not asked, a2 is not asked, but ratio of a1 a2 is asked. So we directly try to find a1 by a2. Okay, so place both formula, 4 pi r1 square and 4 pi r2 square. 4 pi cancel, so that become very simple. Okay, due to cancellation only left is r1 upon r2 square. Okay, r1 square upon r2 square. Now place value, r1 is 7, R2 is 14. So 7 into 7, 14 into 14. Okay, so 7 to the again 7 to the, so in numerator 1 is left, denominator 4 is left, so 1 by 4. But answer should be given in proportion form. So A1 is to A2 equal to 1 is to 4. Okay, anyway you can give answer, but mostly answer of any ratio given in this is to form. A1 is to A2 is equal to 1 is to 4. Don't in fraction form. So again, just to understand what they asked, then nothing is new. Sum becomes very simple. No calculation long. Okay. So that is our sum number 4. Okay. Now go to 7 number. Look there. The diameter of the moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of the earth. So moon's diameter is 4th part of diameter of earth. What is the relation between diameter is the relation between radius also. So we can directly write radius of the moon is 4th part of the radius of the earth. Why? Because diameter and radius both are linear, both having linear types of relations. Means if diameter becomes 4th part, then obviously radius also becomes 4th part. Okay, so I can see here radius of moon equal to radius of earth divided by 4. You understand now? Okay, relation is given between diameter, but same relation is applicable between radius also. Okay, then again find the ratio of their surface area. So again we have to find A1 A2 like this, just like previous one. Okay, just like sum number 4. So in 7 sum also we have to write here same thing, but in number 4 they have given us value. Now value is not given, but instead relation is given between two radius. Okay, so here also we can write just like R1 R2, but here for clarity we just written Rm and Re. Rm means radius of moon, Re means radius of earth. So what they have given, कि radius of moon is 4th part of radius of earth. So meaning of that is Rm equal to Re divided by 4, means Re upon 4. Okay, that is the relation they have given us. Okay, otherwise you can write Re equal to 4Rm. Anyway, because 4 is shifted towards left side, so it is multiplied to Rm. Okay, so I can say radius of moon is 4th part of radius of earth. Otherwise I can say in opposite way also. Radius of earth is 4 times the radius of moon. Okay, both are equal only. What is asked? Am upon AE. Why Am upon AE, not AE upon Am? Because they talk in the sentence of question, they talk first of all moon, then earth. Okay, again go there and look carefully. The diameter of the moon. So first moon word is there. So we have to give answer of ratio in this order only, not in reverse order. Okay, but you can give it if you clarify Re upon Rm, then it is not wrong. But mostly in mathematics or in any subject, means physics like subject, mostly answer of ratio given this way only according to their sequence. Okay, so here moon is first, then earth, because moon's thing is important. Moon's area and moon's radius is important here. Okay, rather than earth. So Am upon AE, as Am upon AE means ratio of area of moon to area of earth. So Am upon AE, again Am and E are in subscript. Subscript means you know, in computers subscript and superscript are there, just like that. Okay, so M and E is not in multiplication of A. Am means one single symbol only, and A is another symbol. Okay, so Am upon AE. So again just like question number 4, 4 pi Rm square upon 4 pi Re square. Again 4 pi cancel. So what is left? Rm square upon Re square, otherwise Rm upon Re whole square. Anyway you can write. means square is written once only by making their bracket. That way you can write. Now use that relation. Use that relation written in first line, whatever they given. Okay, so they given either Rm equal to Re by 4. In place of Rm you can write Re upon 4. Otherwise in place of Re you can write 4Rm. Okay, so that relation anyway should be used. So I have written Rm as Rm only, but instead of Re I have written 4Rm. Okay, so that is, there is no denominator. Okay, so that is simple. So Re is replaced by 4Rm. Why? It is given. Okay, so in bracket reason also given. So Rm cancel out. Rm cancel out. What is left? 1 by 4 whole square. That is nothing but 1 by 16. 1 by 16. Okay, so Am is to A is equal to 1 is to 16. Just like previous one, answer should be given in is to form. Okay, so Am is to A equal to 1 is to 16. Okay, so 4 and 7 are somewhat new but very simple. Relation between radius given, so you can find very easily ratio of their area. No need to find individual answer of area. Directly ratio you can find, and that is only advisable. Okay. Okay, now for number 9. Look first of all figure carefully. There is a one sphere inside of cylinder. One sphere exactly fit inside cylinder. Okay, so you can know here radius of sphere is given R, means value is not given, just value is given in unknown form only. Okay, look their statement. A right circular cylinder just encloses, enclose means outer side, a sphere just enclose means exactly fit, encloses a sphere of radius R. Only radius of sphere is given, nothing else. But out of radius of sphere we can find height of cylinder as well as radius of cylinder. If you understand question well, or if you understand figure well, then you can know radius of earth and radius of cylinder both are equal. Again, radius of sphere and radius of cylinder both are equal. Why? They exactly of same size. Now what should be height of cylinder? Height of cylinder is equal to diameter of sphere. Diameter of sphere, obviously it becomes 2r. Why 2r? Because diameter of sphere is equal to height of cylinder. Again, diameter of sphere is equal to height of cylinder. So we got everything. Radius of sphere, radius of cylinder, height of cylinder. Okay, now we can find whatever is asked. What is asked? Surface area of sphere, curved surface area of cylinder, then ratio of both one. Okay, so first of all individual we have to find both of them and then only to take ratio, not directly. Why? Individual answers also asked, that's why. Okay, so now look at solution. Figure again I drawn here. Radius of sphere. Radius of sphere R and radius of cylinder also R. Height of cylinder become 2r. Why? You can see there in figure only. Okay, so everything is there. So now everything that written also, radius of sphere as well as cylinder equal to R. Okay, so both are equal, so written in one step only. Height of cylinder S equal to 2r. Now surface area of sphere formula is used, 4 pi r square. Now R is R only. R is given R only. So A1, we give it symbol A1. Okay, sphere's area is symbol as a A1. So A1 becomes 4 pi r square. Why? Value of R, R. Okay, so same thing repeat only. Now CS of cylinder, 2 pi r is. So R is R only, but H is 2R. Why H is 2R? You can see at figure. So it becomes 2 to the 4 pi r into r square. So that also become 4 pi r square, just like sphere. Okay, so area of sphere 4 pi r square and area of cylinder also 4 pi r square. Okay, and that is symbolized A2. Okay, now ratio of A1 and A2, why they asked the ratio of area of sphere and ratio of area of cylinder. Okay, so A1 by A2, 4 pi r square upon 4, everything is cancelled, so 1 by 1. So A1 is to A2 equal to 1 is to 1, so both are equal, so ratio is 1 is to 1. Okay, again many students cannot understand these types of question. They only habituated, if sum is given regarding value, then write formula, just place value, simplify, get answer. But now understand question well, that is more important than making calculation. Okay, so calculation based question generally student feel simple, but whenever this understanding based questions are there, at that time most of student feel difficult. Okay, so you just cultivate habit to think, to analyze the given question, then apply your old knowledge, formula and concepts you know. Okay, that is the main thing behind your study. Okay, so always remember, only choose particular formula, place value, simplify, multiplication, division, whatever, then finding answer. That is not only maths. Maths is to understand, to analyze, to apply, and how to go ahead, that to be decided by yourself only. That is the main things. Okay, that is the application of your knowledge. Okay, so understand this my point. Okay, now go to homework. So remaining all, it means we solve here 4 or 5 sums. So remaining all sums from that exercise, that means 13.4, are in homework. I again tell you, I written number also, remaining all sums except solve sums are in homework. Now you should write that solve sum also in pair book. Okay, but this homework sum first of all you have to write in homework book, then only in pair book, not directly. Okay, so left sum are from question number 1, 2 and 3, from question number 2, 1 and 2, main question number 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so total 4 plus 4, 8 sums are there. Now in question number 1 and 2, no need of hints, very simple, just apply 4 pi r square formula. In first one radius given, in main question number 2 diameter given. So just like our first and second solve sum, they are similar to that. Okay, so I have not given hint for main question number 1 and main question number 2. Now look for 3, 5, 6, 8. Okay, so go to question part 3. Find the total surface area of a hemisphere of radius 10 cm. That is again simple, just like first and second. But total surface area of hemisphere means TS of hemisphere 3 pi r square. Radius is given 10, and now value of pi you should use 3.14, means 314 upon 100. Okay, so don't forget to use given value of pi. Okay, so 3 is again simple, so use 3 pi r square and pi's value 3.141. Okay, now commit 5. A hemisphere bowl made of brass has inner diameter 10.5. Sometimes inner and outer words before radius or diameters are used. Why? Because material used in making that vessel is thick. Thick means you know. So its inner and outer radius or diameter becomes different due to this thickness. Okay, so here don't confuse by inner words. Why? Because inner diameter is given and we have to find inner area only. Okay, so no point of confusion here. Again read it carefully. Number 5, hemispherical bowl made of brass has inner diameter 10.5. Find the cost of tin plating it on the inside at the rate of 16 per 100 centimeter square. So we have to find inner curved surface area only. So no problem, that diameter is given, use directly. Another new thing is they have not given rate of 1 centimeter square. Instead they given rate in bulk of 100 centimeter square. So first of all you have to find rate. So rate becomes 16 upon 100. Why? 16 per 100 centimeter square we want for 1 only. Okay, so we already gone through this type of practice in our real exercise also. So again, this is not new, just like all other sums, it is simple. Okay, r equal to 10.5 by 2, y diameter given, so point is removed, 105 by 20, then 5 into 21, 5 into 4, so 21 by 4 is the simplest form fraction of value of r. Now CSA of hemisphere, why? It is hemisphere and tin plating done at that part only, because bowl is always open, bowl will never be closed. Okay, so only curved surface area we have to find, that we have to decide. So 2 pi r square, so you have to use first of all that formula, find area. After finding area, just find cost by multiplying to rate. Okay, so cost is equal to CSA, whatever answer you get, just multiply it by 16 upon 100. Why by 16 upon 100? Because rate of 1 centimeter square becomes 16 divided by 100. Okay, that's why. And why we used CSA? Again I tell you, look their statement, find the cost of tin plating it on the inside at the rate of tin. Actually they have not asked, they have not given find CSA, that we have to decide, because bowl is there, we want to tin plating there, but bowl is always open. Okay, so remember and understand that way only why CSA is found here. Now left one is 6. Look at 6. Find the radius of sphere whose surface area is 154. That is quite reverse type of sum. Why? Instead of radius they have given area. Okay, so area is given first time and radius is not given, so we just go in reverse way, means we have to subject r square and then r. Okay, so that is again simple only but new by this sense. So just use question number 6. Okay, so A is equal to 154 centimeter square. So use A equal to 4 pi r square. Why? It is the question regarding sphere, not of hemisphere. Okay, so find r square and then r. First of all you have to find r square and then why r square? Because from formula it is not r, it is r square. So you will get first of all r square, then by taking square root only you will have r. Okay, so again simple, only shifting should be there. Why? 4 and pi should be shifted towards left side, then only you will make subject to r square. After getting r square you should take square root, so that you will have value of r. Now look at number 8. A hemisphere bowl is made of steel. That is not important what material is, whether steel, tin, but it is hemispherical. Again bowl 0.25 centimeter thick, means that is thickness given, not radius, not diameter, thickness of that material that is given. The inner radius of the bowl is 5 centimeter. Inner radius given 5 centimeter. Find the outer curved surface area of the bowl. Now that is different than question number 5. Look at question number 5 also. At that time they want to do tin plating on the inside of the bowl, now outside of bowl, but one problem is there. They have not given an outer radius. Outer radius is not given. Instead, inner radius is given. So inner radius of the bowl is 5 centimeter. So we have to add 5 and 0.25. Why? That is the thickness. So radius of outer surface become 5.25. Now we have to use this value of r in formula CSA of hemisphere to pi r square. Okay, so this is the new thing here. Outer radius is not given, you have to find. After finding outer radius only, you can find radius of outer surface and then 2 pi r square. Okay, question number 8. R equal to 5 plus 0.25. Why? We already discussed. Inner radius plus thickness. Inner radius plus thickness. So we got outer radius 5.25. Now remove point. So 5 to 5 upon 100. So it becomes 21 upon 4. Okay, simplest form. Now just find CSA of hemisphere by 2 pi r square. Why again CSA? We already discussed is question number 5. Okay, it is case of bowl only. So all question are of same type only. Only in some particular question there is a little difference is there. Okay, otherwise all questions are of similar type. Okay, so think you understand and you will do homework according to solve sum and according to given hints. Thank you.